we've looked at expressions with one variable. Usually, algebraic expressions have more than one variable. For example, 2b squared c. So here there are two variables. B is one variable and c is another. In this particular case, let's evaluate this expression in the case where b equals 4 and c equals 3. First, write out the operations and replace the variables with the values. So 2b squared c can be written as 2 times b squared times c. So if we replace all those variables with numbers, then it becomes 2 times 4 squared times 3. Next, because of bitmass, you must do all the indices first. So 2 times 4 squared times 3 equals 2 times 16. So 4 squared means 4 times 4. 16 times 3. Then you do the multiplication, and let's do them from left to right. So 2 times 16 is 32, and then 32 times 3. And the answer is 96. Here's another example with multiple variables. So d plus 3e plus, open brackets, 3e plus f, close brackets, squared. And so let's calculate this in the case where d equals 2, e equals minus 3, notice the minus sign in front of the 3, and f equals 1. So just put the video on pause, have a go at working that out, and then press play. So hopefully that's given you a moment to attempt this yourself. The equation looks a little bit complicated. It's got three variables. There's a bracket and there's an indice, a power, 2. And as always, you can make things that look very complicated, very easy, by just taking them in stages. So this applies to everything. So take little tiny steps. So as usual, substitute the variables for values. So d plus open brackets 3e plus f close brackets squared. If all we do is we substitute the values for the variables and list out all the operations, it becomes 2 plus open brackets 3 times minus 3 plus 1 close brackets 2, or squared, I mean. Now, bitmass tells us we do the brackets first. And so 2 plus 3 times minus 3 plus 1, all squared. We do the brackets first. So that becomes 2 plus, open brackets, minus 9. So 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. Plus 1, close brackets, squared. So we've done the brackets. So next come the indices. So this equals 2 plus 8 squared, minus 8 squared. And the minus 8 squared comes from the minus 9 plus the 1. So that makes it minus 8. And you square that. And so that equals, you do the indices next. So minus 8 squared you do as the next calculation. And a minus times a minus is a plus, and an 8 times an 8 is a 64. So the next part of the equation is 2 plus 64, which gives an answer of 66. So 66 is the answer.